My name is Kate, and this is my aha moment. My aha moment was the first time that I lived by myself. Before that, I lived with a roommate and I lived with my family, but the first time I lived on my own was a time that I think I really discovered who I was. At first, it was scary, but then after a while, I just started taking care of myself. I lost 30 pounds. I started hosting a radio show. I joined a nonprofit organization called A Book and a Blanket. I started cooking more, painting more, singing more, writing more. It's like I started living life to the fullest when I lived alone. And you'd think that'd be a scary thing or a really lonely thing, but it ended up being the best time of my life. It is essential to take time for yourself, even if it's something small. If you already got the family and you've already got the career, to take some time to just try new interests, love yourself first and foremost. Don't apologize for being yourself, and it's not selfish. I think it's important. I think the most important thing to do is take as much time as you take for everybody else, as much time as you take taking care of kids or work or bills. You should also take that time for yourself, because if you don't give back to yourself, you can't really give to anybody else in a way that matters. I think you inevitably become very unhappy if you're not at all loving yourself or giving back to yourself. So when I took that time, 3 years in my mid-20s, to do that, I just discovered how important it was. And so it's a work in progress. I still have moments where I get kind of lost and kind of give of myself more than I should, and don't give back. But every time I feel that way, I kind of go back to that time in my life and that aha moment where I realize that loving myself is the most important thing. I would say, a lot of people rush into relationships or motherhood or career, and they never take time to just kind of be and try different things and take risks and kind of develop themselves. So I would say that an aha moment is when you discover something about yourself that you couldn't see in plain sight, that just doesn't crop up every day. It's when you just have that moment where you gain wisdom and you learn from it and you grow from it. My name is Kate, and this is my aha moment. My name is Kate, and this is my aha moment. I think before I moved, it was originally supposed to be just a house sitting, and it ended up being 3 years. And when I started out, I just kind of lived by everybody else's rules and kind of let life guide me instead of taking charge of my life. And I was kind of lost and shy. And when I lived on my own, I started to discover who I was as far as my interests, things that I enjoyed, because I was responsible for everything in my life at that point. I couldn't lean on anybody else to take care of bills, to take care of things that I needed to take care of. So when I lived alone, it was like I finally figured out who I was, and great things started happening when I lived by myself. And a lot of great things happened in my life, and by the end of it, which was 3 years for the first time when I lived by myself, by the end of it I think I really began to discover who I was.